Well, thank you for coming up to Planet Athletes event on Vegas Invitational. Um, you've been a proud supporter for the last 6 years, I guess, right here. We love to have you. We love that you come out supporting us and taking a look at all the teams that are out here in Vegas playing.
Well, Eric, you've done a good job, and I think I'm a little disappointed in the coach turnout because I don't think they realize that there's some kids here that people don't know about. And the reason I make this, Eric, a priority is because we don't know a lot of these kids. And I've been impressed this weekend and I've got called several coaches and put it out on Twitter, and I've had, as you know, I've had a lot of calls from coaches. So, a lot of the credit goes to you and your wife. You worked hard to put this thing on, and you deserve the credit for putting it on. All I have to do is come and sit and make notes.
Hey.
I know what it's like to put on events because I put them on.
Absolutely. Well, Jerry, tell us a little bit just about your program and what you do, then we come back to.
I've been doing this scouting now for 30 years. I left coaching and went into the scouting business after I'd coached in junior college for 12 years in Kansas. And we run events during the live period in July, and we're running one in April in Indianapolis. But we have a lot of junior college kids here. We've basically done a lot with junior college and doing more and more with preps. And we do high school kids in our area, not nationwide. And the thing I think that makes this valuable, rivals and all those, everybody knows who those players are.
Sure, right, absolutely.
But a lot of people don't know who these players are. And so that's why I take a lot of pride that I really, I'm at a place in my life now where I'm trying to be a servant and trying to help others. I've done my deal for me. I'm no longer trying to climb the ladder. I just want to be a help and help these kids and love these kids. I mean, they're good kids.
Well, I know with your report, when it comes out, we normally get a ton of phone calls from
Right.
coaches.
Right. Well, we've been blessed. We've had as many as 384 year schools, and we're probably at 325 right now, 330. Plus, we've got connections to all the junior colleges in the country. So when we send something out, it goes to a lot of people.
Right. No, absolutely. This weekend, how would you rate the teams that were here this weekend?
Well, I think, as I told you earlier, I think there's three teams to me that stood out in terms of talent, coachability, and intensity. Balboa School, your team, I don't know what you call your better team. Is that a national team?
Right, yeah.
And you got some sleepers, kids that I think can go play that people aren't aware of. And then I like the team that came in today, the elite prep out of Seattle. I think those are the three best teams here. I do like the one team that he has here at Impact.
Okay.
They just don't have any big guys.
Right.
They got some pretty good perimeter players.
And they got some good pieces.
Yeah.
They don't play
But
together.
the thing that was intriguing about the three of you is you all have big guys to match up against.
Right.
And for what I do for a living, it's important that I see your big guys go against big guys.
Right.
Because then I can get an evaluation. And your big Irish kid,
Yeah.
shoot, he's improved by leaps and bounds since I saw him last fall.
Yeah, he's coming along.
Oh, he's really is. I like him. I think he's got a future. And you've got some kids that I'd seen earlier in a couple of showcases that today and yesterday have impressed me. They've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we try to do in prep basketball. In post-grad basketball, we get them at one point, where they need a lot of skill development work, and we just work it through in progress every day. They get a little better.
Well, the two games that when you played last night against Balboa and today against the prep out of Seattle, those were basketball games. I mean, their execution on the half court, both teams were guarding, they executed. I mean, that to me transcends to the next level, and that's why I felt it was valuable. Now I love the way he coaches them here at Impact. He just don't have any post play.
Right. Yeah. No, Impact. I like the couple players on the team.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do
really
too.
good players. I think each team this weekend had a few teams. I mean, Elliott prep out of Marvin's team.
Hey, I like Marvin's team.
Yeah.
Elite, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
I like his 7-footer.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got a chance. I think he's got two good guards.
Yeah.
I like the other team out of California. I think they're called Elite Prep.
Yeah.
He's got a couple
Yeah,
of kids
Cavs
I like.
team, yep. Mhm.
So, I mean, everybody had a player or two or something. And that's why I think that, you know, I just feel like we should be getting more coaches here. But it's tough to get them to come out during the season, especially at this time of year. They're in their conference play.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we're going to try to do more preseason stuff back in October before they start the season next year, in order to get more coaches out so they can see some of the young men, you know,
Right.
on some of the
Right.
teams that are here. That's, you know, they all working hard to try to get to the next level. You know.
Absolutely.
Whether we can find them at Division I, Division II, NEIA, or junior college team, you know, there's a place for all the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So,
But it's been my pleasure, and I've enjoyed it, and I always do. And tomorrow I'll go be with my family. They're all out here for Super Bowl, so
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
works out great for me.
yeah, it works. Every year we do the Super Bowl Vegas Prep Invitational. We know Jerry's going to be there, so we do it every year. We got a plan again for next year, so
Okay,
it's
great.
always good. We try to get all the coaches out there. But I'm glad they are calling you.
They are calling
Yeah,
me.
calling you, saying, hey,
Calling
look-
me and texting
yeah,
me.
yeah, look at this kid, look at that kid. I love it.
Yeah.
And that's our goal is to get kids in college.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all.
No,
it's about.
I get that.
Get kids in college. You know,
I get
so.
that.
Jerry,
I'm glad I can be of assistance.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.